Hey, what's going on? Again, a new video on my quest to make TechDraw more user-friendly. So the next tool we are going to improve is the annotation tools. So in main FreeCAD currently you have two tools to make annotation, and the first one here and the second one here. So this one, can I get a... yeah, so this one is the rich text annotation, and this one is like just annotation. I guess you can just make text and that's it. So this one, okay, I click the tool and it appears, and then I guess if you hide the frame, what is the... it's just default text, and you double click it. Okay, wait. So if you double click it, you have this, and this is basically a list with plus and minus buttons. So this UI is really something. So it's like you cannot type, so you have to type something in here, and then if you want to delete a line, you use this. And so yeah, so this UI is kind of weird. Okay, so this tool, so this is the first tool. Then the second tool is this one. You click it, and then you get a task panel, and in this task panel you have the maximum width, but you don't have the object yet, so you don't know what it is going to look like. So let us leave it to the maximum. -1 is maximum. And then you can put some text here, here, and we can just copy this a little bit. There, we have some text. Now comes the more complicated part. You have this rich text editor button, and when you click it, you get HTML editor, in which you can indeed change things like size. I don't know. Well, it's a HTML editor. So now if you want to validate, say you have added something in here, right? Now you have to click the save button, all right? So if you don't click it, then it does not update. Okay, so you have this weird situation with two editors, and then okay, you can click the frame, show frame, but you don't have a preview, so you don't really know what's going to happen, width and so on. And then you click OK, right? So you have the text here. The width is the maximum. You cannot resize it. It's if you want to resize it, you have to go here in the property editor, so that's not ideal, right? And type in until you get something you like, which, well, yeah, it's not so great. So that's... and now if you double click it, what's going to happen? You get the rich text editor, so which is fine, I guess, but not the task panel. So you can change the width and the so yeah, so that's the situation in main. Yeah, so now let's have a look at how we are handling it in AstoCAD. And yeah, again, for those who don't know AstoCAD, it's like basically a soft fork of FreeCAD, in which I make a lot of cool stuff and I sell subscription to it, and the subscription basically let me work on FreeCAD. And ultimately, all those new features will end up in FreeCAD at some point, right? So yeah, so let's have a look now at how it's done here. So now you see when I hover, and so first the old annotation tool is gone. I just removed it because it's useless, and the icon of the rich text annotation is using the old icon tool because it's better. I think it's better. It's a better icon. So it's the icon of the old tool, but it's actually the rich text tool, right? And so this is a rich text annotation. And first thing is that you see when I go on top of it, the frame is shown if it's not shown. And if I go to the side, I can resize, if I grab it and move it, I can resize it. And yeah, the cursor, you're not seeing the cursor, the resize cursor, because of the video capture software, but basically you have like the resize cursor here and you can resize it. So that's nice. And also if you double click it, you get the task panel editor, which, oh wait a moment, oh no, it's because this one is buggy. Let me remove it. Yeah, so if you type in some text here, the first thing that you will notice is that you actually get a preview, right? So when you type in your text, you get a preview of what you're writing, and you can even resize it if you want, or you can resize it here. You have the frame, you can toggle the frame easily. So you get the preview, right? And here, if you have a look at the editor, you see that it's actually the rich text editor that is embedded directly in the view. And so you don't have to open like the other dialog, and yeah. So you can just modify the text directly here, and you get the preview immediately. It shows you exactly. So yeah, just a tool that makes more sense and that is easier to use, basically. And that's about it, I guess. You can resize it, you can move it. It's acting more like a proper tool would act, right? So that's about it for this tool. Have a good day and see you in the next one.